after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there?
Somebody just clicked onto it.
Yeah, you're exactly
7-0.
right. It takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I can't hear you.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they
holding up.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
So what?
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Yeah, I did get somebody to practice squad.
Deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's got some space here. Julio Jones all alone. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Julio Jones, 81 yards. And the Broncos able to show off the strike ability. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well.
Yeah, man.
It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
I thought that was a good trade in my book.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I was enjoying the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Margus Hunt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play 1st half. It's 14-0. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll give on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's like, shoot, I can get Dave over and no. Say what now?
I like what they were trying to do. Trying to get your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I like how they go to the ground and catch the ball sometimes, too.
Here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be caught at
He
about
put
the
the pass
6.
rush on this mess.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of
So we got
bounds.
the left and right
Nice gain of
analog.
8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? To the air again, Tannehill. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Left, right.
Adam Humphries. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
Oh, I could have blocked that.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Can you play another one like this?
Nah, man, I'm gonna take me a little nap or something.
Yeah, man, all right. I'm about to log off. We'll watch the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Titans 10.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A third down gain of 19.
Gain of 19 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete to Jonnu Smith.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And running with power here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Williams on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Gostkowski for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Nice stiff arm.
Under you.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
For the extra point.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Gostkowski the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Titans' 13.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to air one out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan.
You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
First down.
Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Pick up a 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
48-yard line.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jayon Brown. Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal.
32-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
31.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
More work still to do, though. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because early.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Darren Waller, 37 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Titans are going to recover the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we